If you just use that, you can do choo-choo single.
And this is just choo-choo.
Yeah, this is just choo-choo, and the choo-choo single will be just one front and back. But you usually don't do that with it, because I think it would just get a little too spazzy.
Usually with choo-choo singles, at least when I don't remember the standard way of doing this, but when we do it with bandana in any case, we just have our arms out at shoulder level. Like that. I don't really like choo-choo singles all that much, especially when you're doing it to music that's nice and heavy, because I feel like it's kind of like, whoa, whoa, like it feels kind of spastic.
Sometimes I think it's okay if like you want to move forward with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I universally dislike it, but
if you're just kind of there, it's more exciting if you do a choo-choo.
Yeah,
double choo-choo.
Yeah, double choo-choo.
That's just personal preference. You can do it.
Yeah, it's cute with moving, definitely, especially towards the audience.
Yeah.
So that's an option as well. All right, any questions about double choo-choo? Sweet. Okay, how are you guys feeling with aerobic with the shimmy? We've been doing that a little bit thus far. We did that last time when we did our shimmy, shimmy, drop, drop, roll up move. What we're going to do today is we're going to add some arms and a turning sequence to our aerobic shimmy move. We're working towards doing a big, fancy move called the aerobic shimmy with turn and fade, or ASWAT with fade. This part, in this class, we're going to start practicing just the aerobic shimmy with turn, just the ASWAT in place, without having to worry about fading it. So then we'll get a few weeks to really practice just doing that, and then in the last class of this session, we're going to be really working on fading. So don't even really, if you don't know what fading is, don't worry about it. We're going to be reviewing it second to last class. So we'll get there. It'll all be awesome. Hi, can I help you?
I'm in the wrong place.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time. All right. So I want to show you guys what the move, the version that we're working on today looks like. You can absolutely use this as a move aside from doing it with a fade. You don't have to incorporate that into your improv if you don't want to. You can always use this other move. And if you're in a group of 2 dancers, for example, you can't really fade, but you could still use this without the fade as its own independent. So let's show. Here, move it. Gotta wait till the music starts. And it does take a little bit of practice and a lot of management of different things, but I think that it's achievable for this group of dancers, because you guys are awesome. So, let's first break down just the kind of the side-to-side tilt thing. Then we're going to add the arms before we start worrying about the turn, or how you cue from the turn part. So we're in our aerobic with shimmy, so let's get into aerobic shimmy. Just worry about your lower body, don't worry about your arms right now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice, that looks great. So in order to do this tilting action from side to side, what we're going to do is we're going to be moving our right foot slightly to the left, then center, then slightly to the right, and then center. So it's left, center, right, center. right, and left. Let's bring our arms up overhead. Keep your hips going. Left, center, right, and center. Then every time you're stepping to the left, you're going to bring your right arm down to a big arc like so for 2 counts. Then your right arm down for 2 counts. So it's right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Okay, how's that doing? How are you guys feeling with just that much so far? Pretty good? I'm going to take a second, just for a second. In the interest of really kind of educating you guys and giving you full disclosure, I actually do my arms wrong with this move unless I'm really thinking about it. If we're trying to talk about doing it up to American Tribal Style standard. When you're doing it with zills on, you're supposed to lead down with your zills first. But I've found that even after practice, I can't get this to look like anything other than like a hideous claw. And it looks beautiful when other dancers do it, so I don't know what exactly is wrong with me. I'm just abnormal in some way. But I don't tend to do that. So if you go to another class, another teacher tells you to lead down with your fingertips going down first, that's actually correct. And it does look really pretty, so you can play around with that. I'm going to try to demonstrate that technique, but it's really difficult for me to get it to look graceful, unfortunately. So anyway, just so you know, the standard way is to push your fingertips down first as you're going down. It's almost like you're swimming or something. And you really do want it to be your fingertips down, not your elbow and then your fingertips, because that just looks like, if it's like this, it just, the entire line of the move really kind of goes away. That's what I tend to do. So it's kind of sad. So let's practice that one more time. And if you can, especially if you want to try to do that fingertips down first, try to imagine that you have zills on so that you don't end up bringing your fingertips really close to each other, because then your zills would not work anymore. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just do your big routine to begin with. And then let's go into the tilting phase. Very nice, ladies. That looks awesome. Twice more, just like that. And once more. Very good. Okay. So let's talk about how to execute the turn, and then we're going to talk about how to cue the turn, so we don't get too ahead of ourselves.